Everyone, this is Calvin Castine. We're at South Acres Field. We're here for a softball game featuring Big Brother and the K&L team. The batting order for K&L leading off will be Dennis Phillips, the left fielder, followed by Randy Davison, the shortstop, Jim Davison, the extra player, Dale Cardan, third baseman, Randy LaBombard at second, Gary Boris at first, Jim Wood, and right center field, Larry Belrose in right field, Dion Trombley in left center field, Gary DeCoste, the pitcher, Bill Glode, the catcher. Defensively, for Big Brother, we have pitching Ken Levine Sr., behind the plate, Bob Hall. First base, John Street. Second base, Tom Parent. Shortstop, John Schultes. Third base, Gary Levine. Left field, Art Garand. Left center field, Dave Smith. Right center field, Ken Levine. Phillips hits it to left field, gives it a good ride. They're playing him in. I'm not sure if I had Phillips on camera. I was still reading my lineup off here. So leadoff triple for Dennis Phillips, and K&L threatening early here. Let's see, Dave Smith, left center fielder, Ken Levine, right center fielder, and right fielder, John Ashline. Extra player, Bob Bryant. Davison, line shot, that'll score a run, so K&L wasting little time. And Randy Davison standing in at second. He hustled that into two bases. That had single written all over it. He just kept right on hustling and made it into two. Batter here, Jim Davison. He's the extra player tonight. Means he will not be starting the game in the field. However, the extra player can move into the lineup. Right.
Two strikes. Up top, inside, up top. Got two on him now, got two on him. That's it.
Long ways. Grabbed out there in right center field. Randy Davison tagging. And he'll stop at third. Somebody over there having himself a little barbecue, and the aroma is coming out in our direction. It's not quite fair. It's very,
one down now, one down.
very good tasting aroma, whatever it is. Dale Cardan, a batter. I may put the camera down and go join the barbecue. K&L leading 1-0. Excuse me, not leading 1-0. Yes, yeah, leading 1-0. Phillips scored. Now leading 2-0 as Randy Davison scores. We'll call it a sacrifice for Dale Cardan. And the batter here will be Randy LaBombard. Popped up.
All right, let's go play our back D. Come back with a stick.
Well, two across for K&L. And after 1/2 inning, they lead 2-0.
Come to Clinton Farm Supply, Route 9, Champlain, to see the latest line of Hoyt riding mowers, lawn and garden tractors, and accessories. From the R86 8-horsepower rear engine rider up to the 18-horse GT 1855. The exclusive Hoyt Cruise-matic automatic shift-on-the-go transaxle drive provides for easier, more effective mowing. Prices start at just $10.85. Let the power of the Hoyt Stallion work for you. Stop in at Clinton Farm Supply, Route 9 in Champlain today.
Leadoff batter John Ashline for Big Brother. He hits the first pitch to Davison. Davison will fire to first. In time as Boris stays with the ball. Good play by Boris and staying with that ball. So Ashline is erased. One out. And the batter Gary Levine, the third baseman. It's a strike one. There's a base hit. Trombley will get it back in. And Art Guerin, left fielder, will be the batter. Guerin, of course, played for Beaumont team last year. Strike one. Popped up, hit it high, hit it a ton in the air, straight up. Trombley calling for it. Ashline stays put. Two down, and Dave Smith, center fielder, will step in. Left center fielder. They say he's got a ton of power too. He played for Dallas last year. Not the Cowboys, the Dallas Tavern. A powerful looking body. Lines a base hit into left field. Phillips will come up and fire it in. Two outs, runners at first and second. And John Street, the first baseman. K&L leading 2-0. Opposite field, if it stays fair, it's going to be trouble. It is. Belrose over to pick it up, bobbles it. We have a tie ball game as Smith scores, and Street stops at third. We're tied at 2-2 here. Big Brother pushing across 2 runs here in the bottom of the first inning, and the batter here, John Schultes, the shortstop. A potential lead runner at third base. Fouled off. I don't think we gave the defensive alignment here for K&L. Nice running grab by Jim Wood. We'll have to wait to the second inning to do it. Well, 2 across for Big Brother, and after 1 full inning, it's K&L 2, Big Brother 2.
Sandy's Deli in downtown Rouse's Point has been serving the North Country for 4 years, and we would like to thank all our loyal customers. Our pizza is homemade, our subs and tacos stuffed with fresh ingredients. For the do-it-yourself lunch or that large party this weekend, we carry a full line of deli items and make salads to order. Bring the whole family or get your favorite food to go by calling 297-6951. We are open daily 9 a.m. till 9 p.m. until 10 on Friday and Saturday.
Gary Boris, the batter. He'll lead off the top of the second. He swings at the first one, hits it a long ways to left field. At the fence, it's dropped. Boris should have 3 out of this. Oh, with nobody out, we have a leadoff 3-bagger for Boris. Left fielder holding his chest out there. That's Art Guerin. Got a glove on it. And he ran into that fence.
Check him now. Check him.
Well, you can count it a triple if you'd like, or a 3-base error. This is Jim Wood. I think it was a tough enough play that we'll call that a triple. On the ground, gets through the left side. And Wood will be pushing it for 2. And it's a 3-2 ball game. And the batter, Larry Belrose.
Level, Larry Belrose, level. All right, nobody down, nobody down. Check that runner.
Popped up.
Watch it behind you.
Darren grabs it.
Good try. One down with a wrap. Good try, Larry. Come on.
One out.
Now.
Belrose attempting to go to the opposite field.
One down out there.
And I'll bring up Danny Trombley, the left center fielder.
Hit it hard, Danny Trombley. Hit it hard, big fella. One down out there. Check him. One down. Come on.
Pitch from Levine. Strike 1. Catcher Bob Hall, of course, the league president. Member of the city council here in Plattsburgh. And the owner of Big Brothers in the parking lot.
2 on him now. 2 on him. Wait for Art. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2. Make him hit your pitch. Come on, 5. Come on, 5. Come on, big.
Base hit. Smith will fire it in. Throw to second. No, hit the cutoff. They let it go through and the throw had been on the mark. It might have been close play there on Trombley. Another run across for K&L. And Gary DeCoste, the batter. Starting to get a couple sprinkles here. DeCoste gets it off the first baseman's glove. And Trombley goes to third. Starting to sprinkle on us. And the batter, Bill Glode. 1 out. Runners at first and third. City Police hustling through here on their way or something. Cardan hits it. Glode hits it a long ways. At the fence. Trombley scores. Bill Glode got a lot of wood in that ball. I'm glad he didn't hit it out, because if he'd hit it out and I didn't have the camera on him, he never would have forgiven me, but he hit it a long ways all the way to the fence out there. Another run crosses for K&L and Dennis Phillips, the batter.
Come on now, 5. Come on, 5. Come on, 5.
Strike.
Come on now, 5.
Drops in. And DeCoste scores. Makes it about 5-2. My barbecue seems to be going good over there. And Randy Davison, the batter.
Come on, 5. Get out of this. Let's get out of it. 2 down out there. Come on, Randy. Come on,
Strike.
Come on, Pete. Come on, big.
2.
Come on, 5. Come on, 5.
Base hit. Okay, now got their hitting shoes on today. Or tonight, Phillips will score.
Throw him out over here, big guy. Good job, Dennis Phillips. Way to run. Come on, Jimmy. You in the ball. Hey. Come on, Jimmy. Good rip, Keith.
Jim Davison, the batter.
You in the ball, Jimmy. Come on now. Come on now. Go down out there. Go.
It's a deep, long ways. That's out of here. Ashline took a look at it. Jim Davison. I was trying to figure out how many runs K&L might have at this point.
Shot, Jim. Hit the ball hard, Bill.
I believe Gary Boris led off the inning. This would make Cardan the 10th batter. So that would mean probably 7 runs across this inning, which would make it 9-2. So until we hear otherwise, we're going to assume it's a 9-2 ball game. Cardan hits it a long ways. Ashline back and it's gone. Little back-to-back blast by Davison and Cardan. And we're going to assume that it's 10-2. Randy LaBombard, the batter.
Fun now. Come on now. Come on, Birdman. Take a rip at it. Come on now. Randy. Come on, Birdie. Bird lane drive now. Come on now. Come on, 5. Come on, 5.
Strike one. Nope. Time was called, apparently. Time was called, so no pitch on that.
Come on now. Come on now. Come on, 5. Come on, 5.
There's strike one.
Come on, 5. Nice pitch.
Strike two.
That's it.
A quickly 0-2 count here to LaBombard.
Run it out! Run it out!
Garand coming up on it.
Go 5, Ernie. All right, Black, let's go play
We'll take it in fair territory for out number 3.
Come back in here.
And we go now to the bottom of the second. Lofted high. Grabbed by LaBombard. It's Ken Levine Jr., the batter.
Come on, Tommy. Come on, Tommy.
Moving up Tom Parent, the second baseman. Quickly running out of hands here. I have one hand on my camera, one hand on my umbrella, one hand on my lineup sheet, and one hand adjusting my fast forward and my focusing here, my focusing and zooming. That's all I've got is 4 hands. So Parent singles with 1 out, and Ken Levine Sr., the pitcher, will step up now. Pitch from DeCoste. To the right side, it's a base hit. Belrose comes up firing. Runners at first and second with 1 out. The batter, Bob Hall, the catcher.
Go, take care of your man now. Down, Tommy. Make sure now. Down, come on, Bobby.
Strike one. DeCoste to Cardan to one, to first, to second, excuse me, from third to second. Levine makes it in time, just barely. But to get the lead runner, 2 outs, and Bob Briette, the extra player, will step in now.
Come on, Bobby.
10-2 is the score. We're in the bottom of the second inning. Briette lines it into center field. This will probably chase home a run. Wood coming and running in. It's going to hold Levine at third. Well, nothing across yet. Here in the second. And right center fielder John Ashline, the batter. So Ashline at the fence watching Davison and Cardenas blast over. Ball one. Strike. Dan Trombley will squeeze it. Oh, Big Brother will leave the bags loaded. Nothing across. And the bottom of the second, we're going to go to the third inning. The score, K&L 10, Big Brother 2. Gary Boris swings at the first pitch. And he gets a single here. No, he gets 2 out of it. Boris doesn't know the meaning of one base. He's going for 2 every time he steps up there.
Check him now, check him. Okay, come on, man, come on, Ken, come on, man.
Jim Wood. At ball 1.
Come on, man. Come on, 5.
Right, 1-1.
Okay, come on, man, come on, Ken, come on, man.
2, 1-2. On the ground. 2 first. 1 out.
Come on, Larry. I can throw you one, Larry. Level cut. 1 out. Okay, come on, man, come on, man.
Larry Belrose, the batter.
Come on, man. Very hard, Larry.
Boris scores. Belrose is out. He kept running when the ball was dropped, but it was dropped on the throw, not on the catch. Well, Boris scores. It's 11-2, 2 outs, and Dan Trombley, the batter.
Come on now, come on, that's it, nice pitch. Okay, come on,
Art Guerin grab it.
All right, Black D,
A 1 across in the top of the third, and it's 11-2, going to the bottom of the third inning. Gary Levine, the batter. It's at ball 1. Base hit for Levine. Trombley will pick it up and toss it in. Bring up left fielder Art Guerin.
No, Black and Phil, step into outfielder strike cross. Outfielders, good try, good play.
Ball. Aaron gave it a ride. It's gone. Mark Guerin, a 2-run homer, makes it 11-4 here in the bottom of the third. Bring up Dave Smith, the left center fielder. He lines it through the left side for a base hit. And a batter here, John Street, the first baseman.
Come on, John Street!
Dennis Phillips going back, makes a spectacular grab.
Come over here! Brady, go over the full! Safe. Come on, Jim.
Come on, Jimmy, your turn. Come on now. Come on, Jim. Come on, man. Come on, Jim.
It's for you too, Penny. Come on, Jim. Jim.
Jim Schultes, shortstop. Lofts it. Burrows with a basket catch. And Smith will go to third.
Come on, Junior, come on! Bring him in, come on!
Let's bring up Ken Levine Jr., a right fielder.
Let's go! Come on, Junior, come on, bud.
Break one.
It's the third! Come on now, Junior.
There's a base hit. That'll score Smith. Levine comes through with a base hit. And the batter, Tom Parent, the second baseman. Swings at the first one off DeCoste. A run is at first and second. And Ken Levine Sr., the pitcher, will step up now.
Come on, five! Come on out there! Come on now! Come on, Pete! Come on, five! Come on out there, man! Come on now! 2 down! Hey! Got one right there now!
Ball one.
Ball now! Outfielders to your cut off! Five! Hit! Come on, Kenny, we're coming back to Kenny! Come on, Kenny! Come on, five! Come on, five! Come on, D! Ready?
Right.
Watch what he gives you, Kenny! Come on, Kenny! It's bad dude talking now! Come on! Hit! Double!
Foul.
2 strikes!
2 strikes on him.
2 strikes, but catch it anyway! In the chalk. Stay there now. There you go, Kenny!
And it's a base hit to right field. Burrows will scoop it up. And Ken Levine Sr. drives in Ken Levine Jr. And Bob Howell, the batter. Ball one. Popped up.
Run that out.
Labumba to grab it, and that'll be it for the third inning. We're going to go now to the top of the fourth. We'll check with Russell LaFountain for the score. Russell says it's 11-6, and I checked, and it is indeed 11-6 here in the top of the fourth inning. Gary DeCoste to lead off. Tops it. Levine to first. Out. Bill Glow, the batter. Close play at first. He's ruled out. Glow looks at strike one. Smith grabs it. Glow getting good wood on the ball, hitting it long ways, but 2 long outs in his 2 attempts. And Dennis Phillips, the batter.
Go, Dennis!
Go down out there. Go. Back there. Come on,
Come on, let's go. Let's try something here with 2. Go, guys! Come on,
babe.
Let's score a bunch of 2.
Phillips goes to the opposite field, base hit.
Oh, yeah! Go, Randy! Good hustle, Dad! Go, Randy! Got 2, Dennis!
Go down out there. Go.
Let's bring up Randy Davison. 2 outs.
Back there. Come on, man. Come on,
Come on, 5. Good run!
He wraps it through the middle for a base hit. The score Phillips.
Way to work! Come on, James.
Phillips scores. And Jim Davison, the batter. He hit it over the fences the last time up there.
Go down. Back there. Come on, babe.
All right, we got
Taken by Ashline. A 1 across. For K&L, we're going to go to the bottom of the fourth inning with a score 12-6. We've checked with the unofficial scorekeeper, Russell LaFountain. He keeps rocks by the fence. The right side is 12 and the left side is 6, so that's how he keeps score at the ball games. We're giving away his secret here. Unless he runs out of rocks, he's going to know what the score is throughout the game.
Come on, Bobby.
Says Bob Briette, I believe. Yes, Briette. Team trailing by 6. At the center field, Jim Wood will squeeze it. We have 1 out. Coming to the top of the order now, John Ashline, followed by Gary Levine.
Come on, Johnny.
K&L has scored in every inning. They scored 2 in the first, 8 in the second, 1 in the third, 1 in the fourth. Big Brother has scored 2 in the first and 4 in the third. They were scoreless in the second.
Come on, Bree.
So let's go to opposite field, and he does. It's going to fall in front of Phillips. Oh, single to opposite field, single for John Ashline. I don't think it was quite what he had in mind. He expected to hit a little bit further than that, but it will count. Third baseman Gary Levine, the batter.
Come on, Gary. Let your bat do your talking, bud. Come on, Gary.
Well,
Let your bat do your talking. Come on, let your bat do your talking.
1 down, Johnny. 1. Come on, man.
well,
Come on, Gary, let your bat do your talking,
2.
bud.
2-0.
Come on, Gary, let your bat do your talking.
Strike 2-1.
Come on now, Gary. Come on, Gary. Come on, big run.
Line shot through the middle. Wood will pick it up and fire.
Outfielders, big field, complete! Infield, it's two!
The first and second, and Art Guerin, the batter. Poked it over his last trip up.
Come on, Art!
You got all that. We'll see where it's going. It's going to be off the fence. And Trombley will pick it up. They'll score two, a two-run double for Art Guerin. It's a 12-8 ball game, so Big Brother definitely not out of this ball game. 12-8. And Dave Smith,
Hit the ball, Art!
very capable of poking it over.
Way to left there, Art. Way to left.
Come on, Smitty. Stay fixed, Smitty. That line drive, we need it.
High, should be caught. Trombley under it. He's got it. Guerin tags up just in time. 2 down. And John Street, the first baseman, will step up.
Got two, Art. Bobby, keep away. Come on, John. Let's go crazy on it, John. Come on, John.
Come on, babe.
Fire!
Base hit. Phillips come up, he'll fire. Fires it into Cardan. They keep the runners at the corners. And Jim Schultes, shortstop.
Come on, Jimbo! Come on, Jimbo! Hit him hard. Fire!
Strike one. 2 outs here in the
Talk, bud.
bottom of the fourth.
Fire, Nico!
12-8 our score. K&L leading Big Brother.
Clean, Jimbo. Keep it clean now.
2-strike pitch. Ball.
2 strikes.
1-2. 1-2.
Fire!
Could drop.
Yeah! Nice catch, Woody! Let's go, guys!
Nice diving grab by Jim Wood.
Come on now, hit the ball!
Beautiful catch.
Get in here, settle down! Let's go!
We're going to go now to the top of the fifth with the score. K&L 12. Big Brother 8.
Come on, let's go, Carden!
Dale Cardan leading off the top of the fifth.
Come on, little chatter out there, guys.
Come on, five!
And the pitch. Strike one.
Hit it hard!
Come on, Dale. Hit like you can now. Come on, babe. Come on, babe. Come on, Ken. Come on, babe.
Line shot. Kicked out there by Ashline. He's going to stop at 2.
Let's go, Ferdinand!
Oh, lead off. Man on second, and Randy LaBombard, the batter.
Rip one, Bird. Come on. James, go down. Billy, go down. No, wait, Bird. Let's go, Birdman.
Come on, babe. Come on, Ken. Come on, babe.
And a pitch. Swings and hits it to the right side. He's going to be a third. Out.
Oh, look at his hands. Look at his hands. Where the ball is. Time.
You just got done arguing the easiest play in the book. One down out there. Nice play, John. Nice play, Jerry.
Talk to him, Randy.
Let's turn it. Let's turn it.
Not quite sure if the tag was there. The ball was there,
Come on, babe.
but he looked like he hit him with his wrist. Did it tag him with the ball or the glove or the hand that has the ball in it?
Come on, Ken. Come on, babe.
And he may have done it with the wrist, and I don't think the wrist really count. Boris. Gary Boris flies out to Ashline. 2 outs. And Jim Wood, the batter.
Come on, Woody.
Keep it inside, Ken. Come on, Ken. Come on, babe. Come on, Ken. Come on, babe.
Lops it, should be caught. Calling for it at second. Parent will grab it. Nothing across for the first time in the ball game.
Let's go.
for K&L. We're going to go to the bottom of the fifth with the score remaining 12-8.
Don't be quiet going out there and be running mad now. Come on. Let's go.
Ken Levine Jr. will be the leadoff batter for Big Brother as they attempt to close that gap a little bit further. Bottom of the fifth, 12-8. Strike one.
Come on now, Junior. Come get him now,
Ball,
Dicker.
1-1.
Come on now. Let the back do your talking. Fire, Dicker.
Popped up. Back a third. Could be trouble.
Got it.
Phillips. And then a long ways. Came a long ways to grab that one. That'll be
One deal.
out number one.
Come on now. Come on.
This is Tom Parent, the second baseman.
Come on.
Strike one. DeCoste, the pitcher. Gary DeCoste pitching for K&L behind the plate. Bill Glode. Popped up. First base is Gary Boris. Second base, Randy LeBombard. Shortstop, Randy Davison. Third base, Dale Cardan. Left field, Dennis Phillips. Left center field, Dan Trombley. Right center field, Jim Wood. Excuse me. Looks like Jim Davison has gone out to replace Jim Wood. And in right field, Jim Wood. And Larry Belrose now becomes the extra player. Ford grabs it. Two down. And the senior Levine, Ken Levine Sr. will step in. He's the pitcher.
Show your son up. Come on now.
Bottom of the fifth. Big Brother trailing by 4.
Come on now. Go.
Ball one.
Good eye.
Levine singled home a run his last trip up to the plate. Strike.
Come on now.
Jim Wood in right field will squeeze it.
Let's go. Hit the ball.
Nothing across, so both teams scoreless in the fifth. We're going to go to the top of the sixth. Our score remaining 12-8. K&L leading Big Brother.
Let's go. Hit the ball. Come on. Let's go, guys. Let's go now. Let's hit the ball hard.
Larry Belrose will lead off the sixth inning. K&L looking to move their record to 12-0. They are 11-0 coming in here. 11 wins, no losses. Belrose hits it a long ways. It's going to be grabbed by Ashline in right center field. Oh, if there were a warning track, that would have been on it. Belrose gave it a ride, but it's a long out, and Dan Trombley, the batter.
Come on, Larry.
Come on, man.
Strike. Ashline comes up firing. And he fires a little too high. Hall will toss it back.
Come on, Dicker with a base hit, Dicker.
Trombley settles for one. Wasn't paying attention to the throw. Otherwise, he'd be standing on second.
Sorry, Danny, I see you on third now.
One away now, Jimmy. One away.
And Gary DeCoste, the batter.
Come on, Gary. Come on, Dicker.
Come on now, 5.
And the pitch to DeCoste. That's a base hit. Levine Jr. will bobble it. And Trombley at third. So runners at the corners with one out. And Bill Glode, he's hit two of them a long ways, but two long outs. Strike one. K&L leading by 4, which is really not that much in slow pitch. Thinking 2. Shortstop Schultes, Jim Schultes. Trying to turn 2, turns nothing instead. Trombley scores. It's 13 to 8.
Shake it off, Jimmy. Shake it off now. One down out there. One down.
And Dennis Phillips, the batter. Strike one.
Back, kid. Come on, man. Come on, kid. Come on, man.
Runners at first and second. Popped up. Foul territory.
Come on, Dennis. Come on, Dennis Phillips.
One out there. One down. One down. Two on him, Jenny. Two on him. Come on, man. Come on, kid. Come on, man.
Ashline will grab it.
Come on, Dee. Come on, Dee.
Runners will stay put.
Where's it? Two down now. Keep it two down.
Two outs.
Billy, two down.
Two down out there. Two.
And a batter, Randy Davison.
A whole lot of chances fooling around out there now with him on deck. Right, Bill? Come on,
Come on, babe. Come on, kid. Come on, babe. Pretty pass.
13-8 is the score.
Come on, babe. Come on, kid. Come on, babe. Come on, kid. Come on, babe.
Come on now, five. Come on, five. Come on now, five.
Way up there.
Come on, five. Come on, five.
Ah, Kenny. Come on, babe. Come on, kid. Come on, babe.
That's yours. That's yours. Yeah!
Base hit through the middle. Davison in at second. Dekoff scores.
Go down out there, two. Let's get out of here.
Globe moves to third. Runners at second, third, first base open.
Come on, kid. Come on, babe. Come on, kid.
Jim Davison, the batter. 14-8 is the score. Strike one.
Come on, kid. Come on, babe. Come on, kid. Come on, babe.
Come on, five. Come on, five.
Strike.
Come on, babe. Come on, kid. Come on, babe. Come on, kid. Come on, babe.
Whoa!
Ball.
Come on, babe. Come on, kid. Come on, babe.
Levine in right field will squeeze it for the third out. 0-2 across for K&L. We're going to go to the bottom of the sixth with the score 14-8. K&L leading Big Brother.
Come on, Bobby! Can't hear you, Bobby!
League Secretary Treasurer Dick Perry on the right. He's here in short sleeves. He figures if the players can do it, he can do it too, but it's a chilly night. And League President Bob Hall set to step in.
Come on, Bobby!
14-8, his team trails by 6. We're in the top to the bottom of the sixth.
Come on, Bobby!
Pitch from DeCoste.
There you go, big fella.
Davison to first. And Hall is erased. Bring up Bob Briette, the extra player.
Come on, Bob!
Come on, Bobby. Get me up. Pick me up, Bobby.
Lot of stick behind you, Bob!
Strike one.
Come on, Bob!
Come on, Bobby.
And run it
Lofted.
out!
Trombley under it. Out number 2, 2 down.
Come on, Johnny!
And John Ashline, the batter.
Come on, Johnny!
Come on, Johnny.
Lefty bull, man.
Come on, John. Come on, John. Come on, babe.
Come on, Johnny.
Ball's in front of Phillips. Went the opposite way last time. And he does it again.
Go, Johnny. Go.
Come on, Gary!
The batter will be third baseman Gary Levine.
Come on, Gary!
Come on, there. Come on, babe.
Come on, Gary!
Right here, D. Come on, Gary.
Fire, D.
Strike one.
It's 2-2.
Line base hit to left. 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th inning.
Come on, Art!
The heart of the order coming up here for Big Brother. These are the guys who couldn't get him back in the ball game, but they have 2 outs, so they can't afford a mistake right here in the bottom of the 6th. Art Guerin. He's hit 1 over this game. This one could be gone.
Get going!
Off the base of the fence. Trombley will retrieve it. Guerin will stop at third now and a throw home.
That's it!
He doubled his last time up, drove in 2 runs, and just drove in 2 more. Plus he has that home run, so Guerin driving in a pile of runs this game against his former teammates. So it's 14-10. And Dave Smith, the batter. 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th. Ball. Extra ball on the field. Ball.
Come on!
2 and 1.
Come on, Dave. Come on, Dave. Come on, Dave. He's got to worry about you.
Let your back do the talking. Come on! Fire the car!
2-2.
2 strikes! Catch it anyway!
22. Ball straight back. In the chalk. In the chalk. In the line. In the line. In the chalk. In the chalk.
Fair ball, home run.
Come on, Big Brother!
14-12. Dave Smith just closed it to 2. Now a 2-run ball game.
Go, guys! Base is empty! 2-2!
14-12. Big Brother only trailing by 2 now. And Russell getting low on stones over here. He's going to have to go dig up the infield. 14-12, and the batter, John Street, the first baseman. Strike 1.
Start going out there! Fire the car! In here, Jimmy!
Jim Wood, whoa, almost
Let's go hit the ball now!
Almost didn't grab that one, but he did. He hung on to it. So we're going to go to the 7th inning, top of the 7th coming up. And we're in a ball game here. K&L 14, Big Brother 12.
Let's go, guys! So Dale Carden! Go, Dale Carden, like the big cat that you are!
Dale Carden lead off the K&L half of the 7th.
Come on, Dale! Come on, come on!
Anybody's ball game. Carden to the fence. It's gone. Right about the same spot where Smith put it. So that makes it 15-12. Russell LaFountain will have to find another rock.
Let's go, right field, drive one!
A big ovation here from the large capacity crowd here.
That wasn't a Lardenberg shot. Come on now, Bob. Come on,
And Randy LaBombard, the batter.
Come on, Bob. Come on, Bob.
Right.
Come on, man.
Come on, 5. Come on, 5.
Come on, Big.
Pitch from Levine. Ball.
Back in. Come on, Big. Come on, Ken. Come on, Big. Come on, Ken. Come on, Big. Bring him in now. Come on, Ken. Come on, Big. Come on, Ken. Come on, Big.
Lombard singles.
Let's go, Bowman! You know how, Bowman.
I'll be behind you.
Go out, Red Knight!
Gary Boris, the batter.
Nobody down. Nobody down. Get that lead runner.
Go, Bowman!
Nobody out for K&L here in the top of the 7th. Boris wraps a single to left field.
All right, Birdie!
Lombard in at third.
Come on, Woody. Come on, Woody.
And on the throw to the third, Boris goes to second.
What are you doing, Infield? What are you
Runs
doing?
at second and third. And Jim Wood, the batter.
No down. Woody! Get this run, Woody! Oh, no pitch.
No pitch.
Back in. Come on, Big. Come on, Ken. Come on, Big.
Get this run, Woody. I want this run.
Back in. Come on, Big. Come on, Ken. Come on, Big. Come on, Ken. Come on, Big.
Pitch to Wood. Ball.
Come on now, 5. Come on,
1-0.
Back in. Come on, Big. Come on, Ken. Come on, Big.
Foul.
You wait, Woody. Make him pay for that, Woody. Line drive, Woody. Line drive. Doing the ball, Woody. Look right through it. Come on, Woody.
Again, K&L looking to move the record to 12-0.
Your stroke now, Jimmy. Come on, Jimmy. Wait a little bit. Come on, Woody. Wait a little bit on it.
Back in. Come on, Big. Come on, Ken. Come on, Big. Come on, Infield. Come on, Infield.
Come on, 5. Come on, 5. Come on, 5.
Fouls in front. Score 2. And Wood will be in at third. So the left fielder, Art Guerin, tried to charge it,
Good shot, Woody.
and it drops in. Guerin switched teams mainly, I believe, because he didn't get to see much action on the field.
Come on, Big. Come on, Ken. Come on, Big.
Yeah, I don't think I ever saw him play defensively, maybe catch once in a while. Burrows hits back to Levine. And Wood scores as the throw gets by Hall coming to the plate. So that's another run across. Russell LaFountain looking for rocks. So Guerin
Back in. Come on, Big. Come on, Ken.
made a couple plays out there that may have justified his lack of defensive time for the Beaumont team last year. Dan Trombley, the batter.
Back in. Come on, Big. Come on, Ken. Come on, Big.
Ball.
Back in. Come on, Big. Come on, Ken. Come on,
Come on
Big.
now, 5. Come on, 5.
Strike.
Come on, 5.
Come on, Big. Come on, Ken. Come on, Big.
Trombley runs up. Smith will squeeze it. Out number 2. And Gary DeCoste, the batter.
Good shot. Good shot.
Go down out there. Go, go.
Gary, fall through now.
Back in. Come on, Big. Come on, Ken. Come on, Big.
Come on, 5. Good pitch, Gary. Rip him, Gary.
Pitch to DeCoste. He runs up and hits it up the middle. Base hit. Ashstein will run it in.
Time. Come on, Billy.
And Bill Glode, the batter.
Shot, Deeker.
Go down out there. Go, go.
Come on, Billy.
Come on, Billy.
Strike.
Back in. Come on, Big. Come on, Ken. Come on, Big.
Get him over third. Back to the back there. It's yours, Bill. Push it, push it, push it, push it, push it, push it.
There's some Levine to Street. And we're finally out of it. We're going to go now to the bottom of the 7th.
Come on now.
Our score going to the bottom of the 7th. K&L 18.
Come on, Kimbo.
Big Brother 12. Leadoff batter here, Jim Schultes, shortstop. Lines it foul for strike 1.
Nice stroke. In the chalk, in the chalk.
Nobody better.
In the chalk, Jimbo.
K&L scored 2 in the first, 8 in the second, 1 in the third, 1 in the fourth, nothing in the fifth, 2 in the sixth, 4 in the
Come on,
seventh.
Jimbo. Come on, Ben.
Big Brother scored 2 in the first, 4 in the third, nothing in the second, 2 in the fourth, nothing in the fifth, and 4
One yours, one yours.
in the sixth. They need 6 here in the 7th,
1 down. Good job.
and we have a strikeout.
Come on, Kenny.
At the back of the plate,
Come on, Junior.
Jim Schultes going down looking
Hey, hey.
with his team trailing by 6. Jim Schultes strikes out, and this is Ken Levine
Show your dad
Jr.,
up. Show your
the
dad
right
up.
fielder. Strike 1.
Come on, Kenny. Show your dad up. That's it.
Gets by Davison and goes into left field for Levine with a single.
Come on,
And this is Tom Parent, second baseman.
Outfielders to your cutoffs. Let's go.
Strike. I want to thank Mad Dog Castine for getting the lineups for me. They went over to get the lineups, and he'd already written them down for me, both teams.
Good idea, Tommy. In the chalk now.
Trouble is with a lot of these clubs, not K&L. Usually, Dog knows 24 hours ahead of the game who the lineup is going to be. A lot of these clubs don't get their lineups written down until about 3 minutes after the game starts.
Come on now. Come on now.
On the ground, DeCoste
Take it out.
to the Bombard for 1 to first, double play. So K&L ends the ball game in high fashion. A 1-4-3 double play. That's going to be the ball game. The final score here on this chilly evening. K&L 18, Big Brother 12. To the voice of Mr. Mitch Willett, the parade co-chairman, as he does the emceeing for the 1987 St. Mary's Bazaar Parade. Very chilly and overcast afternoon here in Champlain.
We are pleased to once again have our Clinton County Sheriff, Russ Trombley, leading our parade. Our official parade color guard unit, Champlain American Legion Post 767, Commander George Cookman. I'd like to say a special thank you to the American Legion for